Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. One of the friends of Simple Food, Simple Life commented and asked me if I was going to show the Christmas decorations I have upstairs in my main living space, since I showed you my family room in the basement and how I decorated that for Christmas. And I replied, I said, well, probably not. But then I was thinking about that and I thought, well, why not? I guess I was thinking probably not because I don't really have very many things up here, and I didn't go all out. So, okay, if you're interested in that, if something you want to see, then come along and I'll show you what I have done. This is my buffet in the dining room. It's a very overcast day here today, so I hope that you can hopefully see what I'm showing you. The little white tree and the lighted presents are some that I bought when I downsized and moved. Originally, I rented an apartment temporarily until I could find a home to buy, and this is what I had in that apartment. It's just a tree. Actually, I got this tree for $10 at Dollar General. Now, keep in mind, this is going back to 2014. So, yes, I still have it. It came with the little colored Christmas balls that you see there, but the other miniature decorations I had already, and so I just went ahead and put those on there. And then, of course, I got my SpongeBob ones, which I really like them, so they hang on there every year as well. The lamps are not Christmas decoration. I've had these buffet lamps for many years, and I just decided I wanted something different for them. There's plain cream color shades under there, so I had some leftover fabric from a pillow I made, and I just winged it, as I am prone to do, and covered the shades with fabric, and it's done with hot glue. I really like them. I love looking at them. I think they're very pretty. They look really pretty when they're lit as well. Up here, honestly, I just put out some, winter scarf and hats on this coat rack. My husband's hat, a little stocking, and the hat stays up there all the time, but I will change out the winter gear for spring. I've got some fun caps that I hang up there as well. This is just the peace lily that sits on my dining room table all the time. Sometimes it sits on the buffet, but I just had these Christmas type picks that I put in there. I've had them for years. They look a little the worse for wear, but I don't care. I think they bring a little bit of winter to the plant. Now these stay in there all winter. They'll stay in till probably about Easter time. Some of the decor, I just consider it to be a seasonal thing and not a Christmas thing. This is also in my dining room. I have something else that I hang up there, but in the holiday season, Christmas, I hang this up there. It's actually a cheap Dollar Tree frame, and I put a hardboard backing in it and made a little Christmas tree out of free paint sample strips from Home Depot. If you get closer, you can see that's what they are. I just cut them, and that's it. And it's just a little thing I made from little baubles that come from somewhere, I think Hobby Lobby years ago. I don't remember. But anyway, it's very, very lightweight. After Christmas, it comes down, and the other thing that goes up there, that then goes back up. This is a fun thing. This is what I have in the kitchen. Excuse me. These are actually trivets that hang up on this plate rack all the time. You might have seen them in the background of my videos. And yes, that's the state of Indiana. I was born in Indiana. But I wanted something Christmassy in here, and I didn't want to, I don't want to buy anything. So I took some Christmas cards that I had kept, and they're actually, the trivets are turned around because they're on cork. And so I turned them around. I attached the Christmas cards with painter's tape and put them back in there. And so then it gives me a nice little Christmas decor. So those are all just Christmas cards. Yup, that's it. This is the wreath I have on my back door. It's made out of plastic Target bags and a few grocery bags I had to use to fill in. It's just cut the bags in strips and then tie them onto a wire coat hanger. I made this when I was also in the apartment when I was downsizing before I bought my home. And I've been hanging it up ever since. We don't even have a Target here anymore. So anyway, I like it. I enjoy it. Some little bells here. And I didn't buy anything to make it. Even the bells. I already had the bells. I had to put the ribbon on there, but I had the ribbon as well. Some of you may have seen this before. It's a Christmas tree that I made from toilet paper rolls a few years ago. It's got some little heavy-duty sparkle glitter on there. And the reason it's painted blue is because I didn't have any other paint. I had white and blue. That was what I had the most of for craft paint. And so I thought, well, let's make it blue. So that's what it is. It's held up. It stands up from, just because it's a cone-shaped thing. Whoops. And that's how it stands up. I like it. I think it's cute. This is another Christmas tree I made out of old book pages. Don't go verklempt on me. It was a crummy book. And I just used those scissors, craft scissors with a pattern on it to give it sort of an uneven edge. This is from a broken necklace. And I used a skewer. There's a skewer in there. This one stands up from the base is, it must be 3 cheese. It's from a box. 3 cheese scalloped potatoes or au gratin potatoes or something. Anyway, that's what holds it up. And that's it. Very pretty. My oldest son, when he was in the Navy, he brought me that from England, and he brought me that from Spain. Very pretty. I enjoy it. Now this Christmas tree is also from a book. It was a Karami book. I picked it up for $1. I tried to read it. It's not a very good book. And it's just folded book pages. And then these are just folded stars that are glued on. And then I put decoupage over the top to kind of seal it up and protect it. So when it's packed away, it's nicely protected. It's really cute and it packs away really nice. I enjoy it. And so that goes out at Christmas. This is a box I made. Actually, it's not Christmas. It's a box I made out of pieces of cardboard. I just wanted to see if I could. It's not that great. It was my first attempt, but I keep some earrings in there that I wear all the time. And this is my husband and myself many, many, many years ago. This is actually made out of cardboard box as well with some twine. So that's awesome. And because I got on the fabric kick of covering the lampshades, I covered this old lampshade. This lampshade had really seen better days, but I covered it with the same fabric that I used on the other lampshades. And this is the pillow that was originally made out of that fabric. And I had fabric left. So this was my first attempt at making a pillow that's like an envelope style that you just slide your pillow in. I made the insert and I made the pillow and I felt inspired. This is just a candle holder. This candle's battery operated, but this is actually toilet paper rolls that, these aren't even painted. It's a white toilet paper roll. And then I put in the little doodads, and it fits nicely over a candle or a pillar candle. So I like it. I think it looks kind of snowflake-ish. This is a wreath I made a few years ago out of yarn. I bought the yarn and it was on sale and I didn't like it. I didn't like working with it. I didn't like really crocheting with it. So I just thought of this idea on the fly that I could make a wreath out of it. And the ring was broken off of a tomato cage. So I used that and I just basically did chains around it until it looked nice and fluffy. And then I just came up with these designs for berries and, you know, wintry looking stuff. And it turned out really, really good. Sometimes I surprise myself, which is a pleasant surprise. You can see up there at the top, I made some leaves and it almost looks kind of antique, doesn't it? But anyway, that goes up at Christmas time. I think it could hang any time of year, but I thought that it looked really pretty. This is the only decoration. Well, I have two Christmas decor items outside. This actually stays up all winter. It hangs on the front of my home near my front door. And I got it at Aldi's. It was really marked down. So I was like, okay, I think it was $6, but I just hang it out every year. And then when it gets closer to like Easter time, I take it down and I have something else that I put up there. This is my Christmas tree I put out. It is garland and lights wrapped around the broken tomato cage, turned upside down on a concrete planter. The concrete planter was left here by the previous owner of the home, and so I'm not dragging that thing around. So it has some sedum that grows in there from spring through fall, and then I put this out. It just fits perfectly on top. Look at Miss Kitty, she's up there. And I put a few berry type picks in there, and that usually stays out till Easter because why not? It just stores in my garage. If you look on the bottom, you can see the red of the tomato cage. I thought about putting a bow on there, but I don't care that much. So it's very cute, and I can, I have it plugged in, but I can turn off the electricity to it whenever I like. Did you get them, Sade? Did you get them? My neighbor babysits another neighbor dog. She dog sits sometimes, and Sadie does. Sadie was just doing her job. When my dog barks at various things, because she's got lots of windows to look out of, I always pet her and tell her good job, and she likes that, and then she goes and she lays back down and she sits, and she doesn't continue to do it. She just barks and I say good job, because she's doing her job. She's protecting her home. And Mama Kitty protects her home because she thinks that everything is hers. She lays up there and sits up there all the time. How she keeps from knocking things over, I have no idea. But she doesn't. I don't know. She lays behind the tree in the sun when the sun's shining. I have no idea how she keeps from knocking everything over. She's very careful. Last but not least is the wreath that hangs on my front door. I made this back in the early 2000s, probably around 2003. And all it is just a wire wreath form, and I put garland around it, and then I had these pine cones from years and years before that, put them on, and the ribbon was in a discount bin. But these are just regular silver Christmas balls, and I had this really pretty wrapping paper that had angels on it, and I thought it looked so pretty, so I decoupaged the Christmas paper on the balls, and that's it. I've had it all these years. In my other place, it used to hang in my home I shared with my husband. It used to hang in the dining room. And but ever since then, it's hung on the front door, and I enjoy it. I just pack it away every year and take it out, and it hangs up there. Okie doke, that's it for me today. Well, for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get something out of this little Christmas decor tour. I don't spend a lot, as you know, when it comes to things like that. Hobby Lobby is not going to make a lot of money off of me. They're just not. But what I've shown you, I've had for a very long time. I enjoy it. I pack them away when the season is over, and a lot of the things are actually I consider seasonal, not necessarily Christmas. It's far less expensive for me. You know, you do what you want. I know a lot of people love that kind of thing, and you know, if that makes you happy, that's fine. But I find that if I just keep it as simple as possible, it just makes me feel better. And it is kind of fun to take out things that I have made and reuse them. And you probably can tell I have a bit of a fascination with paper. I love paper. I don't do junk journals and things like that, although I find it fascinating what people can do with stuff. But I don't know, I think paper is, I just like paper. And you can do so much with it. And it's surprising how long paper lasts. It just does. It's shocking. When you think about old books and that kind of thing, that how long they've been around, it's kind of amazing, really. So, okay, I've got about half a cup of coffee here that got cold, and I just stuck it in the microwave. So I'm going to finish that. This is my intention, and you know where the road to is paved with good intentions. The road to, you know. But my intention today is I'm going to make some breakfast burritos. So I took out the hot sausage I bought. I took that out, and I've got that thawing. So I'm going to make some breakfast burritos for the freezer because I'm going to have company for a few days, and I thought that might be handy to have. Because honestly, when company's here, I don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. So I'm going to do that. I actually bought, the other day, I had to zip into Dollar General. And I didn't show you that, but it's not a big deal. I just realized I needed a few extra things for treats. But they had a 24 pack of cookie dough that's already formed and everything. It's chocolate chip cookies. And so that'll give me 4 dozen. I got 2 packages. They had a 2 for whatever deal. And so I got that. It's, I think it's Pillsbury. I don't know. So I'm going to bake those cookies because I can do those ahead of time as well. And what else was I going to do ahead of time? There was something else I was going to do, but I can't remember what it is at the moment. That's neither here nor there. So anyway, if I come up with something else, I'll tell you about it. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So what are you guys doing today? Are you doing anything fun? Are you doing any preparation? You having company come in? Are ya? Well, let me know what you're doing. I love your comments because, and I look at the comments every morning and every evening, and then I do my very best to acknowledge everyone and answer everyone, because you guys are important to me. So comment if you like, and you know all the other stuff, like, subscribe, share, you know what they do. But more important to me is that if you share one of my videos because you think it's interesting, or because you think that somebody might be interested in it, it might help somebody, that's awesome. I think that is great. I appreciate that very, very much. So, okay, it's very dreary here. I'm telling you something. Truth be told, I don't really want to do anything. I don't really. Come here. I don't really want to do anything today. I don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just that kind of day. What do you think? What do you think about that I'm being... I don't want to be a sluggard. I don't know. Here comes Mama Kitty. I'm never left alone. Not really. All right. I love you guys. You know I do. Little is much when God is in it. You know that's true. It has to be true, because look at me. Look at what I am able to do on this much. All right. I love you guys, and I'm going to talk to you later. I'll be back. All right. Love ya. Bye-bye.